adjusting or adapting in any article or part thereof.
Okay, basically, when it comes to emergency response, the safety officers play a very important role. Meaning, they have to know the what we call law and regulation guidelines of each individual country, right? So then the next thing is your location situated in between two countries? Then you have the what we call to communicate between government agencies to another government agency. So it is a very complex subject, especially in Malaysia and Singapore.
Yeah, this I would like to mention. Okay, cada river, one river split the two countries.
Yeah.
And if you have any incident in this river, you should contact both countries.
Yes, correct. So basically, you should not contact both countries. We are talking about, say, this is Malaysia,
Yeah.
and this is Singapore. We have a lot of oil spill happening in Pengerang, this area. So whenever it happens, of course, our local government will contact our federal. Our federal will contact Singapore.
See.
Alright, we cannot contact directly.
Correct, yeah.
We cannot contact directly. That's where your PR personnel and some of your emergency response personnel must always be in contact with our local government authorities. Why? It's the same. If I see you today, I can forget you in 2 weeks, 3 weeks time. But if I see you every day, then I'll remember you, right? So that is the whole idea. You don't have to see. I don't have to see you every day. At least 2, 3 weeks once. Give you a call, drop by, hey, have some coffee. Then you build relationship. That's where later we'll be talking about relationship also. So why we are doing this is because this is where Tier 3 comes in. When Tier 3 comes in, if you cannot control this, the company is going to spend a lot of money. A lot of money, and then if it is a new company, they may not even survive. Just from one spill, right? So that is what we are looking at. What is our policy? What is your company policy you are talking about? And then what is the framework of response? That is where your emergency response manual comes in, right? With that emergency response manual, is it sufficient? We are looking at it. Is it sufficient or not? Who is going to tell you this is enough and this is not enough? So what we are looking at is drill. How to drill and to make sure it's sufficient or it's not sufficient. And who are we going to drill with? Some people, they deal with government departments, alright? But be mindful that not all government department personnel are capable of handling such oil spill. So I've been doing emergency response for almost all my life. What you call, when I'm from the government, I go in the private sector, I learn a lot of new things. So when I was in the private sector, new government officers come in, I have to teach them what to do, right? So that's where relationship is very important. Then plans and level, that is what we are talking about just now. So this is the local, right? This is district. This can be national or international. So if this is international, this district will go to country. This local can be into your state or zone. If you are on a platform, you go by zone, right? So these are the things we are looking at. tier 2 and tier 3. So basically, these boxes is for me it's a little bit confusing. I rather use that, it's easier to see. I have to put this on is because this is from Germany. Alright. So this is actually the whole framework. The same thing we are looking at is here local capacity, and then we are looking at national capacity, and we are looking at multinational. So basically it's the same here, international, then we have country and we have local zone. Right? So each individual tier, they will have their lead agency. So the lead agency here, if it's within the confine of your space, so the lead agency is your city partner. Right? But if it escalates to tier 2, then the lead agency change. Right? So here we are looking at your incident commander, company incident commander. So from company incident commander, maybe it flows a little bit bigger, then you have to go into district officer.